How you doing, YouTube? Welcome to another beer review, and today we're delving back into the Beer 52's Can of the Year box, and we're looking at a can from a brewery that I've actually never heard of before until this. And the brewery in question is called Swannay Brewery. Probably completely butchered that. I do apologise if the folks over there are watching it. So brewing in an old Orkney barn. Oh my god, let's start again. Brewing in an old Orkney barn since 2006, founder and brewmaster Rob Hill owns classic styles while son Lewis experiments with modern beer. Quality, passion and a pace of iron life are the constants. A team of 6 utilised 2 brew plants, 5 BBL and 20 BBL to put their highly acclaimed beers in cask, keg, bottle and can. So that's a really interesting concept. I like those breweries who are traditional, but they also experiment as well. I think that's a really good way forward, and it appeases both the sort of like camera crowd as well as the sort of craft snob crowd, because there are 2 extremes. Let's not beat around the bush. But yeah, so today this is the Banyan, which I'm not too sure what it means, but it's fun to say. Banyan by Swannay. Sounds like I'm taking the piss, which I'm really not. It's been a weird day at work today. I had a really fucking snotty customer, and I actually lost my temper on the phone because, she was just awful. She was absolutely awful. This like snotty, snobby American woman, and I was like, oh. So, needless to say, she just left the call, and yeah, I didn't really lose temper because I'm so passive aggressive. I can't lose my temper because I can't shout. I just physically can't shout. But yeah, I get really bitchy, and I was just like, excuse me, please don't speak to me like that. You know, it's sort of really pathetic, but yeah, it got my blood boiling. Thankfully it was towards the end of my shift, so I wasn't getting too many calls, but there was a lovely English customer who calmed me down a little bit. But yeah, so that's really not an excuse for sounding like I'm taking the piss. I do apologise. But yeah, this is a hoppy session beer, clocking in at where's the ABV? I'll just read it in the book. 3.9%. So yeah, absolutely beautiful artwork on this. I really do like that. Sort of reminds me of the likes of Brussels Beer Project and Benchwarmers. Like a cross between the 2. I love the vibrancy of the artwork. I have to find out who actually does that, because I always like to give credit to the artists behind the labels. But yeah, 3.98. It says 3.9 right at the front of the can, for God's sake. Yeah, I usually stop the review and save this sort of stuff for outtakes, but I'm like, no, you're going to get the full tedious experience of me trying to do this review. But yeah, it tells you a bit more about the brewery. Doesn't really tell you too much aside from the stuff you've already read, but Viking beer, it says. I'm down for that, down for a bit of Viking action. But yeah, so an extra pale hoppy session beer. Banyan is Navy speak for a holiday or party. Sounds good to me. It almost reminded me of a foot condition, but we won't go there. So ingredients are water, malted barley, wheat, hops and yeast. It doesn't actually say which hops are used in this, but yeah, product of Scotland, UK. So that's 2 Scottish breweries, or 3? No, 2 Scottish breweries in this box, which is always interesting. I like to broaden my sort of horizons that way. But yeah, best drank fresh. Best before the 14th of the 11th, 2018. And yeah, I won't read those tasting notes until we've actually finished the beer. So of course, it goes without saying, if you want to check out the wonderful folks at Beer 52 and get yourself a box, I've got a link down below which will give you a nice discount. And yeah, so definitely give that a look. But I've also got, on one of my live videos, I got given a free code, which it's probably been claimed by now, but if you do a little bit of snooping on my channel and watch the videos, this is not a shameless plug to get people to actually watch my videos, of course. Then you might come across it, and who knows, you might be able to get yourself a free case of beer with free postage. Anyway, that's enough of that, but if you definitely want yourself a discount, then I'll put the link down below anyway. So, beer in the glass then. And I need a beer tonight, not going to lie. You know, I shouldn't really be drinking because I am starting to ache a little bit on my sides. Because I've been going, not like heavy or anything, but I think it's my mind because I know that I'm not drinking too much, but it's more than I feel comfortable drinking. But it's just recently with the weather and the fact that I'm excited for going to Germany, which will include a lot more drinking, then yeah. But I needed it tonight. I was in the mood for it. But yeah, beer in a glass then, and that is, it's not really a hazy beer, but it has got some haze to it. You can't really see through it too much, but a lovely sort of slightly murky, dark amber orangey look to it. Almost has sort of like a orange punch. But yeah, beer didn't really pour too much of a head, so when I generate one, excuse me, then it's about one finger's worth of a lovely white creamy head with loads of lovely smooth compact bubbles. It looks like a very smooth beer for a 3.9% ABV session IPA. But yeah, it looks good. Let's see what it smells like. And it's very subdued. It's got this sort of like candied fruit character. Lovely mellow citrusy tones in there. There's no tartness. Get a bit of a tropical vibe. There's like maybe a hint of peach in there. Like peach yogurt almost. A little bit of a tropical mango edge. Lovely sort of sherbety lemon tones. There's no real tartness though in the hoppy character. Yeah, it's got that sort of like yogurty, sort of like gummy jelly sweet aroma, and it's really, really nice. It's not punchy or anything like that, but the aromas you do get are just so nice and mellow and chilled and laid back. Because there's that like fine line I find between like punchy and then boring. But this is like just lovely, subtle, but intended to be subtle, if that makes sense. So anyway, don't know why I went to that pitch. But yeah, tangerines as well. Yeah, the more I smell it, the more I'm like getting a slight herbaceous tone, like that sort of parsley edge. Or maybe a hint of basil as well. It's a lovely smelling beer, it really, really is. So let's give it a damn taste. Cheers, guys. And that sort of like milkiness comes through. It really is like peaches and cream. Even though I'm not really a big fan of peaches. I find peach flavouring to be really quite sickly. It's like people hype peach and people hype vanilla. But if you get too much of it, it's just like, oh my god. But this, it's got that sort of like fruit mixed with like a Greek yogurt almost. A little bit of honey. And almost like some squozen or squeezed, however you want to say it. Like orange or like little flecks of candied orange on top. That's the sort of thing I'm getting with this. And for a low ABV beer, the body is really, it's not like really bold or anything like that, but it's a lot bolder than you would expect from a beer of this ABV, which I do tend to find that pale ales and IPAs that are like below 4%, they don't carry the hop flavours. So it gets like this really like slightly thin, oily, subtle hoppy tone, like a weak lager that's been very haphazardly dry hopped, if you get what I mean. But this, it's a lovely quench your thirst, chug it back, get yourself another can, rinse, repeat, get another can, and next thing you know, you've drank like about 10 cans of it. It's lovely. There's nothing there that if you drink loads of it, it would build up and become too sickly. So, as a session IPA, it's ticking the boxes. Lovely, slightly tart citrusy tones on the back end. Bit of orange, blood orange, that sort of thing. Lovely sweetness. There isn't any lactose in it, but it's got a lovely, gentle, like creaminess to it, which I really, really like. and almost like very subtle lemon curd character. It's lovely. It really, really is. It's like a fruit tart almost, with a very subtle, like bready, biscuity base, because the malts are really nice and biscuity, crisp in this one. I mean, it's not an exciting beer by any stretch. Don't get me wrong, it's not one where I'm like, whoa, I've got to get another can straight away. But I would not turn this down on a session, if you know what I mean. But yeah. That's lovely. Really, really is. I'm really quite impressed with this one. And when it's all in there, a little bit bolder. And it's like almost like watermelon flavour, which is really, really nice. Yeah, that's a lovely surprise. That is like, that would be a go-to summer beer for me personally. You're not going to get too burnt out from hop profile, but at the same time, you're not really searching too hard for hops, because they are there, they are present, but just in the right amount. And they're not too overtly fruity, but at the same time, they're not too herbal or green or earthy. It's just a really nice balance. And yeah, a lovely, gentle, welcoming cuddle from the folks over at Swannay Brewery. I do apologise for mispronouncing that. Proper England, Peter. So I'll quickly read you the tasting notes in the magazine. So Banyan is Navy speak for a beach party, and this is the sort of beer we drink on the beach in Orkney summer. Extra pale malt gives a clean base for the Simcoe, Mosaic, Citra and Motica hops to dance on. And I think it does that. Yeah, this is perfect, like beach at like 8 o'clock on a summer's evening. Do you know what I mean? Lovely sort of barbecue to the side. You sat there with your significant other or your friends, and you're just like soaking in that beautiful atmosphere. And yeah, it's a beer to accompany summer memories. Kill me now for saying that. Kill me now. But nah, it is, all joking aside, it's a lovely beer, and it's calmed me down, and it's made me want to drink more beer, funny enough. But yeah, if I ever saw this on keg or whatever, if I saw another can of it, I'd definitely pick up another couple. It's one of those sorts of beers. It's simple without just being a crushable beer, if that makes sense. So if you've tried this or any of the other beers from this brewery, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Are you a fan of low session ABV sort of IPAs and pale ales? What characteristics do you find? Any beers that sound like this, give me any recommendations. And of course, if you want to find out more about some of the beers I've had from Beer 52, put my Beer 52 playlist down below. Of course, I'll put the brewery's links down below as well. Definitely going to be on the lookout for more of their stuff. I'd love to see how they would tackle something like a stout. But, and yeah, even the more traditional stuff I'd be really excited to try. So yeah, any recommendations, just fire them down in the comments. And again, to the guys over at Swannay, do apologise for my terrible review, but I hope you got some sort of sick enjoyment out of it, you dirty, dirty people. And I'm talking about anyone who's watching this, by the way. You've got something wrong with you if you're entertained by my utter nonsense. But yeah, wasted way too much of your time, but the beer is worth talking about, so I don't care. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Check out my Beer 52 playlist for more examples from some great beers I've had from the beer boxes over the past few months. And of course, check out the Session IPA and Pale Ale playlist for more good examples. Anyway, my nose just got really blocked all of a sudden, and it's like a sting in my eyes. I don't know what's going on. So I think it's about time to cut it there. So yeah, thank you all for watching and sticking through me till the end. That sounds proper weird. Thank you for sticking with me until the end, and hopefully you'll join me next time for potentially a more coherent and straight to the point review. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.